Hello everyone. There is one single question that's surfing the cricket fraternity for the past one day, and the question is that who is going to be the correct replacement for Jasprit Bumrah? I don't think there are any Indians right now who could be the correct replacement for Jasprit, but they can only be the replacement for Jasprit. You know, no one in India currently can't match the caliber, can't match the quality that Jasprit brings to the team, Jasprit brings to the table. Jasprit has always been someone. He bowled those over or two in the initial overs in the power play, and whenever the captain is in need of wickets there, either it could be Rowe, either it could be MS, and either it could be Virat, their eyes straight away goes to the Jasprit, and he comes in the 12th over, 11th over, and he has a habit of picking up the wickets, and even in the death, and he bowls even in the death. You get a complete package when you have Jasprit in your team, and I don't think anyone currently in India has that complete package. When you're seeing that in the last few days or so, Bhuvi has been a good power play bowler, but at the death, it's a big question mark. The same thing happens with the Arshdeep. Arshdeep has been a good death bowler. Will he be able to perform in the power plays in Australian pitches? It's going to be a big question mark. And Harshal Patel has conceded more number of sixes in this calendar year when compared to Jasprit Bumrah's when compared to the sixes that's conceded by Jasprit Bumrah in his entire career. There's a huge difference. And Bhuvi, Ash and Harshal has always been in the team, so we could look of some replacements for Jasprit Bumrah. Before looking about the replacement for Jasprit Bumrah, whenever I hear this name Jasprit Bumrah, my mind goes to that 2013 match, Mumbai Indians versus RCB, and there is a young bowler who is debuting for Mumbai Indians, and this is Jasprit Bumrah, and he straight away comes and picks up the wicket of Virat Kohli. The peak Virat Kohli. 2013 he was in the peak. That's how he came into this T20 circuit, and he's debuting, I believe in the same year or the next year, he's debuting for the Indian cricket team, and he has cemented his place in the team. And there was always a question mark: will Jasprit Bumrah will be able to bowl his 10 overs in a one-day cricket match? And it is 2016. MS gives a chance to Jasprit Bumrah in Melbourne, I believe, in the fourth ODI, and he comes and he delivers again. And there's always going to be another question. And after that year or so, Jasprit Bumrah has cemented his place in the team, and he's one of the greatest white ball cricketer in the team at that point of time. And then the next question arises: will Jasprit Bumrah be able to bowl in Test cricket? Will he be able to bowl those overs a day, 15 overs a day, 22 overs a day? And what Virat does is he backs Virat Kohli in the selection committee, and he says, I'm going to go with Jasprit Bumrah to South Africa no matter what. And Jasprit Bumrah goes to the South Africa, and he loves playing Test cricket. He goes to South Africa for a 3-match series in third match, and that's the year, I believe it's 2018. He goes to the Cape Town and picks his maiden 5-4, and the rest is history. And he goes to England and he picks a 5-4 in England, and he goes to Australia, he picks a 5-4 in Australia, and he is the first Asian bowler to pick 3 5-4s in South Africa, England and Australia in the same calendar year. And he has proved by 2019, and he is one of the greatest, and he's one of the top 3 test bowlers alongside with Pat Cummins and Josh Hazlewood. That's how the impact of Jasprit Bumrah has been over the last 5 to 6 years. When comparing and contrasting, I would name Jasprit Bumrah as one of the greatest cricketer to have played the game for India in the last 5 to 6 years, because that's the impact he had been created in this Indian cricket fraternity. Getting back to the topic, who should be the correct replacement? Maybe who should be the replacement for Jasprit Bumrah, because there won't be any correct replacements. And the first name that is striking in the cricket fraternity right now is Mohammad Shami. Mohammad Shami has been one of the top bowlers in Test cricket. Maybe he's the top 3 Test bowlers in the world circuit currently, no doubt about it. That's how he has been playing for the last few years or so. When Mohammad Shami, the T20 bowler, and that the question arises: will he be able to deliver? Will he be able to deliver in those death overs? Is a big question mark among the Indian fraternity right now. Why is that so? Because whenever you see Mohammad Shami, you kind of see him as an ODI bowler, you kind of see him as a test bowler. And Mohammad Shami is always someone, he don't have some great records in the T20 circuit. But yeah, he did perform well. Even during the last IPL when he's giving his comeback after the injury, he goes to the Gujarat Titans, he bowled those initial 2 to 3 overs in the power play, and he comes back in the 16th over and 17th over, he finishes his quota. And in some matches he only bowls 2 to 3 overs because they have the option of Hardik backing up for him. But the question right now arises in the Indian cricket team. Will he be able to fit in this Indian cricket team? Because when speaking about the Gujarat Titans, they had the luxury of Rashid Khan, they had the luxury of Lockie Ferguson, they had the luxury of Alzari Joseph, Yash Dayal. These guys were wearing up the death bowling for Gujarat Titans, even without the absence of Shami. But in Indian team, that's not going to be the scenario. When you're picking your second bowler and he's going to be your prime death bowler, because you see you have Bhuvi. Bhuvi is not someone who you can trust and give him the 19th over or 17th over. Off late, Bhuvi has been off colors in the death bowling, but Bhuvi is still the number one power play bowler in India or in the world. When you have Bhuvi alongside, maybe Shami might not fit in, because Shami is also kind of a bowler who can deliver, who can give you 2 to 3 overs in the power play, bowl those good lengths, swings the ball, bowl those hard lengths. But will he be able to deliver in the death over? Because you need a death bowler for India when you have Bhuvi at the top. So I don't think Shami would be a good option. And the next option straight away goes to Mohammad Siraj. The energy that he brings in, the aura that he brings in, the aggression that he brings in. Whenever I see Siraj bowl, I see Virat Kohli, the bowler in Siraj. That's how the great aggression he brings to the cricket. And off late, Siraj has also been the best test bowler, but in T20s. He's also a kind of similar bowler to Shami. He bowls those initial overs, he swings the ball in, he bowls beautiful outswingers to left-handers and in-swingers to the right-handers, and makes the life very tough during the power plays. Will he be able to bowl those 18th or 17th over in the death? And the question arises, will he be able to do? Only future will tell us. And Shami and Siraj are going to be similar kind of bowlers. When you have Bhuvi in your team, I don't think your second bowler can be Shami or Siraj. I go straight away. My option would be, my personal opinion would be, I would go with Mohsin Khan. Who is this Mohsin Khan? Let me talk about it. Before that, let me take you to somewhere else. Before 10 years, before 7 years, we had the luxury of left-hand fast bowlers. You had Zahir Khan, we had Irfan Pathan, we had RP Singh. We had enough options in the left hand. We had enough options of the left-handers before 10 years. But after these guys retired, there has been a big question mark of a proper left-hand fast bowler in the Indian circuit, especially during the power plays. What happens is that MS thinks that there needs to be some left-hander in the top order, and so he brings in Barinder Sran. And Sran performs well, but he has not got the drop pace and he was not performing at the regular intervals. So Sran was not an option in the long term. And then Kohli became the captain. Kohli brings in Khalil Ahmed. What Khalil Ahmed brings? He bowls well against West Indies. He bowls well against some small teams. But when there is due to perform against some top teams, he was leaking some runs at regular intervals. So Khalil was also not in the scheme of things going ahead for the Indian team. And then recently, maybe there has been for the last 6 to 7 years, there has been a draft of Indian fast left-hand bowler, and I believe we have got two members right now. One is Arshdeep Singh and Mohsin Khan. And speaking about the Arshdeep Singh, I rate him 10 on 10. Arshdeep, the death bowler, I rate him 10 on 10. I rate him very high. If there is someone who could match the caliber of Jasprit Bumrah and death bowler, that could be the Arshdeep Singh, and there's no doubt about it. But Jasprit, the power play bowler, can't be replaced by Arshdeep by any chance. But there is this tall man, 6 feet tall, Mohsin Khan, who can bowl 150 raw pace, and he can definitely replace the Jasprit Bumrah, the power play bowler. What Mohsin Khan brings to the table, he can bowl those in-swingers, out-swingers, Australian pitches, hit the deck hard, bowl those beautiful lines and lengths, and the results are going to be different. And Mohsin Khan has been performing day in and day out for Lucknow Super Giants. When talking about his recent performances, in the last IPL, he takes 14 wickets bowling for LSG with an average of 14.07. And do you know his economy? Anything anything under 7 or 7.5 is great in T20, but this lad plays 10 or 12 games in the last IPL, and almost he had an economy of just 5.96 runs per over, and this describes the character that he bowled with. This describes the trauma that he brings to the team that he plays with. And he has been in the Mumbai Indian circuit as well. He has been groomed by Mumbai Indians. He was in the circuit of the Mumbai Indian scheme of things before he was been playing for the LSG. And due to the Bolt and Jasprit playing, he was not able to get that match in Mumbai Indians, get some match time in Mumbai Indians, but he has been doing wonders for LSG. If there is someone who could replace Jasprit Bumrah, the power play bowler, then it should be Mohsin Khan. Left arm bowler, he can bowl off cutters, he can bowl that 150, hit the deck hard, in swingers, out swingers. He has got all the things. He bowls beautiful out swingers, He makes the batsmen to drive with two slips in place, and batsman drives, and there's a slip catch opportunity in the initial overs. That's how he has been picking wickets in the IPL. That's the beauty that Mohsin Khan brings to the table, and I would prefer Mohsin Khan to be the replacement for Jasprit Bumrah, because then you have Mohsin, Ashdeep, Bhuvi, Hardik. These four are different kind of bowlers. When you have Shami, Siraj and Hardik, these three are similar kind of bowlers, but when you have Mohsin and Ashdeep are two different kind of bowlers. Ashdeep bowls at 130 pace, Mohsin bowls at 145, 150 pace, and Hardik is a different kind of bowler. Bhuvi is a power play bowler. You have got all the variations in the team. Rohit has a good option of, he knows if he could correctly manage the overs. So it's just a matter of time of winning matches for Indian cricket team. And even Mohsin can bat. This lad can bat. With the options of Ravindra Jadeja, you need someone who can bat at 8, who can bat at 9. So when you have someone like Mohsin and Ashwin at 8 and 9 respectively, then your batting looks very strong, and Mohsin is going to deliver in Australian pitches for sure. And I believe Mohsin would be the correct replacement. There is Mukesh Chowdhury and Deepak Chahar as well. Mukesh Chowdhury has not got that great death bowling record for CSK, but he has been performing well in the power plays. But yeah, we need someone who can bowl in the death overs. And Deepak Chahar is a similar kind of bowler to Bhuvneshwar Kumar. When you have Bhuvi, I don't think you need to go with Bhuvneshwar. Sorry, when you have Bhuvi, I don't think you need to go with Deepak Chahar. It's only that either Bhuvi or either Deepak Chahar. That should be the case. I'll go with Mohsin Khan. Please do comment your views. Who should be the replacement for Jasprit Bumrah in this T20 circuit? And please do like, share and subscribe. And I think the India should follow the same template that Dhoni did. The Dhoni went in with the fresh team, the fresh batsmen in the 2007 circuit, and this is the right time that Rohit should go with the fresh bowlers this time. We had the batsmen already, that Rohit should go with the fresh bowlers this time. That's what I believe, and I believe that Mohsin Khan should be the replacement. Thank you. Jai Hind.